Hi everyone, my name is Cynthia Clyburn and I'm a social worker at Penn's Cognitive Neurology Clinic. Today I'm going to provide an overview of how to engage your loved ones in meaningful activities and how to keep a structured daily routine during this time at home. Meaningful engagement for your loved one with dementia will be crucial during this time of isolation because it can improve mood, improve sleep, decrease agitation, and decrease challenging behavioral symptoms. Here are some general useful tips. Focus on process rather than the results. If your relative spends an hour sorting items or folding towels, and by the end of it, the results aren't what you thought they were, it's a little bit more jumbled than they were to begin with, that's okay. Set your expectations that it does not have to be perfect, and what's most important is that they are actively engaged in an activity. Break activities into small, manageable tasks. For example, if your loved one used to throw elaborate dinner parties, try giving them small, discrete tasks one at a time. Will you mash these potatoes for me, or stir the batter, or will you sit down and look through this cookbook with me? Focus on roles and purposeful activities. People want to feel useful. If your relative worked as a nurse but had to retire, think about what they might have gotten out of their work. They probably enjoy helping people and nurturing people during a difficult time, so you might want to try giving them a case or asking them for advice. You can introduce an activity by saying, I really need your help with this. Can you show me how to do this? And choose activities that can be done in short bursts. People with memory loss often have shorter attention spans, and so this can make it difficult to concentrate or focus on one activity. So have a few activities available. If your relative tires of one or has difficulty concentrating, you can redirect and move on to another one. Choose physical activities over sedentary ones when possible, and have materials set up in advance and keep the surrounding environment as distraction-free as possible. So don't have the TV on in the background and don't have too many items on the table so that they can focus on one thing at a time. When approaching your loved one and asking them if they want to do an activity, you might want to reconsider your approach of saying, would you like to color? Because they might say no. They might not know what to expect. However, if you say, now it's time to color, or I would love for you to join me, that's a different approach and they might be more inclined to join you, especially if you initiate the activity yourself. If your relative refuses an activity, don't force them to participate. You can always move on to the next activity, and you can always try that activity again at some point in the near future. And make sure you're confident with your approach, that you are approaching them with a positive attitude. If you're skeptical that your loved one's not going to like an activity, they may pick up on your nonverbal communication cues, your facial expression, your tone of voice. If you're skeptical, they're likely to be skeptical as well, so present something with confidence. Stay tuned for some more tips.